You
Hit record.
okay? Hi, Haley.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm so excited. I'm excited about my day. I'm excited about this half hour with you. And you know how I'm all about live your life by design. And when you say
Mhm.
build your business by design, step into you, it's crazy. So Katherine Kim Mullen, I'm a wealth creator and connector. And I'm fortunate enough to be here with Haley Gray, who is like a master, an expert,
Thank you.
a genius when it comes to putting your stuff out there and put it in a way that people get it. Because so many people market. When I used to teach like marketing from a brick and mortar, not from online, I would always say it's all about you getting you and others seeing it. Because so often we have to get us before other people can see who we are and what we're doing. So you do a wonderful job of asking the right questions and putting it together.
Thank you.
Thank you. So if you want to learn more about me, reach out, because this 25 minutes is about you, about what's happening that you don't want to miss. So thank you for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to share my insights in this. So at Sage Navigation is where, with Katherine Ewert, we focus helping women grow. And what does that look like? Wealth and connectivity. It's all about that. How do we help you? And we focus, and I'm speaking to this now because it's going to go right to what's going on today with the 10K challenge. And maybe, the 10K challenge I'm going to talk to in a minute, but we focus on 5 key pillars, 5 dimensions in our life. The key ones: financial, 10K challenge. I'll jump into that in a minute. Mental, what we're thinking. Social, wow, wait till we share what we have for that. Spiritual, physical, all for emotional wealth. And what do? We talk about 7 C's: creating, choosing, committing, connecting. Why? So that you have clarity, confidence, and courage. So visual mapping is our thing at Sage. But here's something interesting about these 5 pillars. Why did I say, Haley, I need you to join me today? Because what you're doing is so tied, like it's like a couple, like it's so timely. And I think about you and Women's Entrepreneur Network and what you stand for. Like, I get that it's about growth. And then I think about Carrie George and CIBN Connect, where WEN and Haley and Carrie and WEN and CIBN join forces so that you have a platform to network. And we're not talking about that today. Join the 10K challenge for that. Join the 10K challenge to find out how WEN can help you. But then we'll talk about Katherine Ewert and Sage Navigation, where we talk about vision mapping. And Katherine and I go out and say, do you know who you want to be? And can you step into you and live your life and build a business? And do you know what you want? Because you're going to get something even if you don't know what you want. But what are you getting? That's going to be the next thing. Reach out. Karen Postema, she's working with Rich Thinking to Grow. We get on every Friday and we talk about concepts of success. Meg Campbell, right? Meg's working. She'll be in this challenge with you. And Pam with the zone, like for co-working, like, why wouldn't you want to collaborate to get it all done? She's there, 10K challenge. Erin Pennant's at the zone. Like Haley, I'll speak to this in a minute. Tiff Loeffler, CIBM and WEN. Like, we're talking about the upcoming 10K in 10-day challenge. And it's happening today. You don't want to miss it. If you haven't signed up, it's not too late. Haley's going to put it in the chat. But Haley, maybe I missed somebody in your challenge that you want to speak to here and speak to what this challenge is.
I think that it's probably better to talk about what the challenge is and what we're doing, rather than each individual person who's going to be in the zone or whatever.
But Haley, wait a minute. The most important person is you, not you, Haley Gray, but the person you're inviting, because they're going to change.
Absolutely. Right. Because, here's the thing. We put together this 10-day, 10K challenge to kind of show you and this is part of my brainchild, to show you what we can do here in Women's Entrepreneur Network, because I don't mind being visible. I don't mind being out front. I don't mind doing all the things. I don't mind coaching people. But it's really hard for you to get a sense of the power of what we do here in Women's Entrepreneur Network if you're not participating fully and experiencing what all we actually have to do. And a lot of times people think that, oh, it's just a Facebook group. All I can do is I can show up and I can drop my link and that's about it. And honestly, if all you're doing is showing up and dropping your link to your business, I'll ask you this question: how's that working for you? And the answer is probably not at all. Like, I don't know who is teaching this whole concept of, hey, let me go into a Facebook group and just drop my link and leave. Who's going to look at that? I mean, like, seriously, why do you think somebody's going to look at that? And why do you think somebody's going to engage with you? Maybe you'll occasionally get lucky, every once in a while you do get hit by an asteroid, but it's not necessarily a guaranteed way to success. It's not a highly likely way to success. And one of the things that I personally loathe is doing things that I know are, a 2% or a 1% or a lower percent chance of success. So that's part of why we're putting this challenge together, is that it helps the people that are doing the challenge to be successful at what they're doing. Are you going to make 10K in 10 days? I don't know. Are you going to do the work? The question is, mathematically, can your business do 10K in 10 days? I don't know, right? So that's going to be part of our conversation. So what we're doing is we're doing some coaching, we're doing some networking, we're doing collaboration and co-working. And yes, we have experts that are available during some of the co-working hours to help you with technical questions about how do I do it? Because this old bro mentality of just do it may not work for you. Just do what? What exactly do you want me to do? We're going to talk about mindset. We're going to be talking about all of these pieces and putting them together, introducing you virtually to a lot of our WEN members. We've got over 200 people signed up for this challenge as of last night. I haven't looked at the numbers this morning. And what that means is you're going to build a network, because your net worth in most cases is based on your net work. If you're not building your network, if you're not building connections, you're probably not building your business. If you're not putting the hours and the time into your business, I can tell you that statistically, you're probably not going to hit your numbers. So there are certain things that we can help you do: strategy, accountability and time, and network. 3 of the big ones that you're going to need in order to grow your business. And we're bundling it all together. And then we're going to offer some amazing opportunities for visibility for your business and helping you get it out there during this 10-day challenge and beyond. So I hope that you'll join us. I hope you'll have fun. I had somebody the other day who's like, oh my God, this is just a scam like everything else. And I'm like, first of all, it's a free 10-day challenge. So you're not paying me anything. You're not paying anybody else who's participating in running this challenge anything, unless you decide to buy something at the end.
I can speak to that, I can really speak to that, because my life changed after. And so first off, some people, and I'm going to run through a very interesting little exercise in a minute, but I could tell you what can happen if you don't sign up. And I don't need my crystal ball, nothing. And you know what? The investment of your time in yourself, and it's so 10K, 10-day. Well, some people will be 10K. I don't even want to touch that. It's not enough money. Or some people say, oh, it's way too much money. Whatever your thought is. And I hate to use,
you can make a
wrong
challenge
answer
for yourself of 100K in 10 days.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter what the number is.
But you will learn a model that you can duplicate and fill in the blanks, which will take me to let's look at, like, if I said, build your business by design, live your life by design. So many people don't focus on the financial aspect. I can't believe that. How can you be in business if you don't know your money in and out? If you don't understand cash flow, if you don't understand the basics of making money and profitability. And so when I look at this when I look at the financial pillar of life, like we speak to all the time, it's your goal. You know, we work with vision mappings and goals, always reference that amount of money. And even though things you'll say, not everything is about money. Well, you're not living in this universe if you're not. Everything touches money in some way. You want a new house. It's not money. Of course it's money. It's money because you have to pay for it. That's how our society runs. And it's okay about money. I want everybody to repeat after me right now, because this is the part people have uncomfortable. Because what do we hear all the time? Oh, they're filthy rich. Well, who wants to be filthy? So it's a walking contradiction attached to money. So follow me here. If you're alone, yell this at the top of your lungs and feel the vibration of it. And if you've got a whole house full of people that you're shy, it's okay to be shy. Whisper it to yourself, but say it. I love money. I love money. I love money. I love money, because this is what it's about, making money to live the life you want to live. Right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, it doesn't solve everything, but it makes things a lot easier to have money.
It allows you to get the things you want often. There's other components, and we'll go to it. So what I'd like the exercise to be for you in this time, because anybody thinking, 10K, 10K, here's the thing. I want you to put a blank. I want you to put a K beside it. And then I want you to put another blank, and I want to put the days, because the formula over and over again is very simple. You pick the number and you pick the amount of days. If you know that you're going on holiday and you're traveling for 3 weeks, perfect. Take the challenge anyways, because the formula will be there for you and you get to fill in the blanks. You get to choose, commit, and connect. And in Think and Grow Rich, this formula of picking a dollar value, because often we think of what we want. You look at your whole life on a vision map. That's what we do in Sage Navigation. We look at the whole thing and we say, ooh, my house is 700,000, but I want to take that trip to Italy, which is going to cost me another 10. So you got to have the right number in the center. But for now, Haley's made it easy for us. She's giving you just a number. Use that one or use another, but you don't have to choose your number. You can play the game with her. That's easy. And then the next thing is the mental pillar. And, you know, we just finished the workshop, Haley. You know, you saw where Feed Your Mind. And really, currently, I'm studying to be certified. With certified, I don't mean being certifiable. I mean certified by the Napoleon Hill Foundation with the 17 principles of success. And that's what we look at applying in some way. So if you want to learn more about it, well, Rich Thinking to Grow for Wealth. If you don't know what you want right now, you say, oh, I can't take the challenge because I don't really know what I want. You know, Katherine mentioned you really know. No, don't worry about it. Do not take messy action. That's for sure. Start today. You'll figure out what you want next. You have to figure it out. You'll change the number if you want, but get the formula that's being shared with you. Might be the last one this year. I don't know what Haley has planned, but this is free. And if you don't know what you want or you're struggling with it, why, you can have help with that. And you'll find that throughout. I'm taking the challenge and I do numbers higher than 10K, but I love the formula. So, you know, David Bach writes a book, Smart Woman Finish Rich, you know, great insights. He talks about saving 10%. Well, if you're an entrepreneur, you've had the days you say, save 10%, I'd like to make money. Perfect. Haley's giving you the formula. You don't have to worry about saving 10%. She's going to show you how to make 10% more. Isn't that a nice way? Like, that's what we talk about at Sage Navigation, not about sacrifice and what I don't have and what I have to give up, but how can I get more? Here's an example. You know, the Science of Getting Rich talks all about that. And we'll talk about that a little more next week. For now, the social pillar. Come on. So Haley, maybe you can talk, like in our community, we talk about it as, you know, having several spaces. And how you're feeling this
Mhm.
part of your life. And,
Right.
you know, CIBN WEN networking and the zone, like
That's part of it.
you're pulling that together.
Mhm.
It's fulfilling to be able to be, and I won't say like-minded, but on the same path as you. They may not
Mhm.
think like you, but they're on the same journey. They know where you are. Whether you're starting, you're in the middle, or you're already up that making millions of dollars. That's the community. All the people
Yep.
want to be successful. Can you add to
Yep.
that with the social and what you think?
Mhm. You know, I think that the biggest thing for, you know, me, for my business, has been my network and my connections and my community. I actually just did a YouTube video on it, talking about the power of community, because for me, community hasn't just been about growing my business, because it's obviously how I get the leads, how I run my business, how I've made a lot of money. And the other thing for me is community has literally saved my family's life, my daughter's life. It has brought me resources at a time that, um, you know, my oldest daughter was hospitalized and in and out of the hospital, and we were dealing with suicidal and homicidal ideations and a very broken mental health system. And it was people in the community that actually stepped in and say, hey, do this thing to walk through the North Carolina system, and then do this thing, and then do this thing. And, you know, it's an important thing to realize that, you know, a relatively random stranger in my community and in my network actually stepped in and helped saved my family's life.
Hmm.
And if you think I'm being melodramatic, please understand that that's probably an understatement, as to, you know, what all happened there. And, you know, I think that it's not just about making money, although it is about making money at the end of the day. It's the mental health support, it's the spiritual, mental, emotional support of finding birds of a feather that are on the same trajectory, that are trying to grow their business in the same way, because there's a lot of studies that show that, you know, your business is going to do as well as the people you surround yourself with.
Haley, when you
So
say
look
that,
left and look right.
that's such a good analogy, and what that's all about. And we speak too often, and I do have a YouTube channel, like you have a YouTube channel, and we do speak, and very soon we'll be speaking to, because in Think and Grow Rich, they have a whole chapter on Mastermind Alliance. And I thought I understood, even after reading it, Mastermind, board of directors in companies, masterminds.
Mhm.
But this is what a mastermind is. Every single person has an object, 10K, 10 days. So a certain amount of days to make a certain amount of money. That's the first thing. We're all harmonious. We all want to be together for each other's success. And we will, when you go in, the last time I went in, I'll never forget being in a room with Erin Penix, and which she's part of your 10K challenge. And she had me within seconds, and it was like, boom. And, you know, that's what it is. I get on with Kareen, I get on with you, and Kareen Ewert's my partner at Sage Navigation. Haley, we do a lot of things together, and we come up with new idea. Why? That's the mastermind, that third mind that came from a collaboration. You'll get that at the 10K challenge. But here's the next thing.
You can't see the middle of your own back, right? I mean, the reality is,
not yet. I can't even scratch that part of my body when it's itchy.
right?
So that's
exactly,
good.
right? Unless you are hypermobile like I am,
Oh, wow.
you know, you're not going to be able to scratch that part of your back. You're not even going to be able to see it. But the reality is we all have blind spots. And, you know, it's not that I think that I am, you know, a wizard or a genius, but I can see a lot of times things that maybe you can't based on experience, because I've been around the block 3 or 4
I'd
times.
call you a wizard in marketing. I'd call you a wizard. Like when I think something, reach out. Or it's in that community. But here you go. The next thing was the spiritual pillar. And why is that brought up? Because everybody thinks spiritual is religion, or they think it's some karate, or it's meditation, or it's something. But at its base, it's faith. Faith and action. And here's the thing. Belief in what? Belief in you. So what you're doing in the 10K challenge is giving people a community where people say, you could do it, and you take action. Go back and do this. Now, all of a sudden, you're in movement and you're believing. And now you have courage to actually run your business. And that's the part, the physical pillar. Well, if you're doing the 10K challenge, it's very easy to get wrapped up, I know, and forget you didn't have lunch. Forget you didn't drink water. Forget you didn't sleep. Forget to get up. Like Katherine really brings that to the table often enough with physical part of the body, where we're going to stop after 45 minutes because your body needs to move. So you know what? Your physical part while you're doing this, sleep well, drink, hydrate. Make sure that even if you're doing the zone, you're there for 3-4 hours, eat, stop,
Mm-hmm.
And when you think about physical, where's your next trip? Okay, where's your next trip? Where do you want to go? That's why. What would $10,000 for you? Would it give you that trip to Europe that you want? I want to go to I was invited to the Portugal Azores, I might be saying it wrong. And I need that 10K to pay for that trip. That's what I feel. I don't want to take money from my savings when I can make it right here. So you know what? Live your life by design, step into you, build your business by design, take charge, and choose you. Choose what's your 10K 10-day challenge. You get to fill in the blanks, but don't miss the opportunity to invest your time with people that want your success. Are you going to put that post in the link? And do you want to end this off for me, Haley?
I just want to say, what do you have to lose joining us, except for maybe time? And maybe you'll learn a slightly different perspective from people that have been in business for a very long time. And I really have no motivation to sell you crap and bullshit and a lot of the other things you see online. So come and learn about things from a practical business growth perspective.
J'aimerais remercier tous les gens qui sont francophones ici. Comme je viens de Montréal, c'est très important de vous accueillir comme il faut. On est là pour vous assister. Si vous êtes francophone, on est là. Et merci et bonne journée. Happy day.
Happy day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.